Today we'll discuss like how the request works when it goes from from your system to the browser. For example, just take the case of like a post office. For example, if there's some members in your family and some of like for example you itself wants to send some letter to someone. So how you send like that letter? So the letter you will write like some address. You will add like the post office. You will send them to the post office. Then the post office will find some like the longitude and latitude, or I think like most probably like the nearby post office to send that letter to that post office. So for example, in a wider view, just think that the post office will find some coordinate that is like latitude and longitude, and after that it will send that letter to that junction. After that junction receive that letter which you send it, and that letter will get now sent to the receiver family. Now receiver family can have like lots of receivers, so it will be sent to the one of the receiver. The receive the It's a based on the address, the name of the receiver. According to the name of the receiver receive that specific letter which you are sending. So it is sending from you, from your family, to the receiver family, to a particular receiver. So in a in a real world, how things work is like you have like system. Here you have these members are the services which are currently running. For example, in the browser you can run two or more websites. So these four circles represent four websites currently your systems are running. So these are the four services currently is running. Now I am focusing on the particular this service. So this service send the request. Actually all these things are working on the browser. So this thing is itself in the browser. So with the help of browser, this request is sent from the browser to the help of browser, and have some address to send. So that address can be like any name. For example youtube.com. So youtube.com is a request that is goes from the browser. Now the browser will request a DNS server and find some IP address. So DNS server will send it like IP address. What is this IP address here? This IP address is similar to finding the coordinates and latitude, longitude. Exactly, because the address does not have like latitude, longitude. Because without knowing the exact latitude, longitude, or location of the location, we cannot send like the letter to a particular address. So like at this here, so the DNS server help us to just doing this thing. Browser have initially caches or like some storage which browser can store. Like for example, if you are making request to youtube.com, browser can save the IP address for further use. So it will not make request to DNS server, just like a post office have like some dictionary also. So it will save some like coordinate and latitude, so it will not like retrieve every time whenever the address come. So just like same, browser have some dictionary here. Now the browser get the address and browser send that request directly to server. The server is like something that a receiver junction. So it will directly send to the request to the server. The server have some middlewares and some other services which are running. For example, in your servers, you actually, for example, you are like looking for youtube.com. So youtube.com is completely organized by Google. So Google have like some servers. So Google have like various services which are Google providing, like for example gmail.com, youtube.com, and other services. So these circles are representing the Google providing lots of services, but we are just one particular service. So this particular circle represent youtube.com service. So the youtube.com service, so it will like request the I need a youtube.com. So it will send that request to the browser again, and the browser send that request again to a service. So this is like a basic uh, like just a normal view. We can go further inside it. We have like some other things also, but just this is just like a from outer view. It's like just a outer view how the request work in your system.